Hey, hey, hey! Hello and welcome to the Midday Talk session. This is your host, John, and I'm in the studio with a fantastic, phenomenal entrepreneur by the name of Lauren. And just before we step into it, I must confess I really love that song. That is by Don Moen, The Earth Shakes. If you're tuned in, whether it's on social media, on our Facebook platform, or on our radio, this is the Midday Talk session, and we're all about bringing entrepreneurs, movers and shakers of Port Elizabeth. Yes, PE produces such, if you do not believe it. We have amazing people. We have encountered and interviewed multimillionaires. We've encountered and interviewed people who have done incredible projects. And yeah, we want to just give you all the info. And please share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tune in. We're just about to talk with Lauren Staines of Lolly's Kitchen. Before we do that, I'm just going to quickly read her bio and we can get acquainted and acclimated with her. So Lauren grew up in a very family-oriented house with four other siblings. And growing up, dinner was good home-cooked plate of food consisting of protein, veg, and starch. On a Sunday, it was all about family time and a meal consisting of roast meat, different veggies, rice with gravy, and roast potatoes, of course. Over time, life has become so busy and we all get into a rat race, forgetting to make time for family as our careers are prioritized. For the last few years, she has seen this in a lot of family and friends as well as herself. Lauren was in the motor industry. Wow, very interesting. For many years, working 5 to 6 days a week and most days 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So the last thing she wanted to do on a Sunday is spend hours cooking. That is very much a nutshell of what inspired her to start her own business, providing a healthy, flavorful, proper Sunday lunch at a very reasonable and fair price. Lauren absolutely loves cooking and also learning new recipes. She has started this as a business officially from the beginning of August with a menu for the full month being published. She has had a lot of support, but just like any business, it will take time to build a reputation, especially when it comes to food. Uh, Already it has taken off better than what she expected for the beginning. At the moment, Lauren is compiling an everyday menu for dinners as she has had a lot of requests to do so. So that will be published and offered soon. Hi Lauren, how are you?
How there, I'm well, thanks, and yourself.
Good, good. Welcome to Agape.
Thank you, it's good to be here.
Awesome. So for the many listeners and viewers out there, how would you basically introduce yourself? I know I've read your bio and stuff, but just give us a little bit more about yourself so that we can just engage with you.
Look, well, basically, my name is Lauren, and running Lolly's Kitchen. Like we mentioned a little while back, a lot of people call me Lols or Lolly, so that's what inspired the name.
Awesome.
Being professional, but also, just another person getting a business up and running, and based on client service, like we've said as well, I've always enjoyed cooking, especially hosting people, hosting a big family lunch on a Sunday, and so on. Quite a few years back, the idea came about, and it's always been an idea,
Yeah.
But over time, I've really seen the need for something like this. I really think that during this difficult time that everyone is facing for a while now, we've sort of been forced to sit back and really prioritize things and see things differently. For everyone, work is the priority.
Yes.
You work to survive and have a life. With that and the way that it has become, majority of our lives are spent at work.
Yes.
So who wants to spend the one day off a week cooking for hours, you know, but
for
it's a very
sure.
important day.
Yes.
So that's what basically inspired me to get the business up and running. And even though it's a difficult time, I think the need is there now for this. So that
More
is
than
why I
before.
have, like I said,
Yes.
officially started from August.
August.
Months before that, been doing different, you know, getting things together. I did a
Yeah.
lot of testing as well, giving out meals
Yeah.
as tests,
Yes.
asking people to please give feedback, give input. I want opinions. I want constructive criticism. So I spent quite a few months doing that, like I say, and officially open for business from the beginning of August.
Awesome. How does that make you feel?
Good.
Awesome.
I'm very glad to, you know, be going. Like I said as well, any business will take time, but already the feedback and support that I have seen has been incredible. So I'm very happy for that.
Awesome. You said that you grew up in a very family-oriented
Yes.
house with 4 other siblings.
Yes.
And I want to find out, how has your background informed your decision to launch out,
Look, I think,
especially in this particular kind of
Yeah.
business?
you know, like I've explained, for me, that was the normal way of life. And growing up, becoming a working lady myself, seeing that it's not just that way for everybody, but for me it was, you know. So my background definitely did, you know, influence the decision, like I say, that with seeing the need for it. Yeah, so that's why I've decided to full-time go into that.
Wow, that's incredible. It must be like a passion. And,
It is,
yeah.
and it's I enjoy it. So
So how, I mean, you said August. I mean, we are now on the 17th of August, been about 17 days
Yeah.
since official launch. How has it been so far?
look, there's been 3 weeks Sunday lunches out now. With this Sunday will be the 4th week.
Wow.
You know, I obviously have how many orders I would like to get placed a week and so forth, and it's already exceeded that.
Wow.
So you know,
Absolutely.
you have to start small and slowly, like I said, you know, working in the food industry, build a reputation, you know. But it's going well, and yeah, I'm glad for it.
Awesome. Let's talk a little bit about your logo and you know, your business name, and also the motto for your business, which is food made with love. And what informed your choice of these, you know, elements, like cutlery, you know, spoon, fork, and knife, and the color black, the fonts, and everything? Was it sort of intentional, and what do you expect your customers, just from viewing the logo? What should they anticipate?
Look, if you know the logo, there's a few different aspects to it. The name, first of all, Lolly's Kitchen.
Lolly's Kitchen.
You know, I'm a professional person, and business being run, but at the same time, like I say, I want opinion, I want feedback. I'm very approachable as a person, so that's why the more relaxed side
Lolly.
of
It's
Lolly, you know, like I said, everyone calls me Lolly, so yeah. You know, the font itself, to me, it's elegant and professional. The slogan of food made with love, you know, like I say, it's not bulk cooking where you get your plates of food and that's it, you know. It's made in a kitchen. I do serve that to my family as well. So what I give my family is what I'm giving to customers as well. You know, it's made as if it would be made in a loving way for my family, and made as good as it could be. You know, as tasteful as it could be. So I think just the all-round logo with the name and fonts and all of that, I hope that does come across. So that's how it came together.
Awesome. And I'm just going to ask a question that we didn't put on part of set of the questions. But, you know, like you said, food made with love. And I know, like, especially when you grow big, and now it's mass production. And how are you thinking of putting all the love as you said, right now you're making it, probably the numbers are, they're growing
Yes.
and stuff like that. But I'm sure there will be a point in time, you would have to employ lots of people and stuff like that to cater for the demand. How are you looking at May? Sorry.
Look, hopefully it will get to that stage,
Yes,
and that's what I'd like to work towards.
Yes, yeah.
In any aspect, whether I do hire people to assist me in that, because obviously I'll only be able to do so much, but I will be a part of all of it. We won't, we will not cook in bulk. It will be, yes, maybe many more hours will have to be put in, and that's fine. But that, like I say, is the goal. And the food now, if I get 100 orders a week, it will all be good, healthy, tasteful food.
Awesome. And then we're talking about good, healthy, tasteful food. We're looking at roast meat, veggies, rice with gravy, and roast potatoes, which is like very South African, Sunday lunch. Very wholesome, very filling. I mean, it's has all the various elements: protein, starch, and what have you. And to what extent do you think your parents' cooking, probably especially your mom's cooking, has influenced your menu, selection? Yeah.
Look, even as a child, I would always help where I can and learn how to cook. It always interested me. My mom and my dad both cook very well.
Wow.
So I was lucky for that. I was always involved and learning, the different tastes, and like you say, the different elements of protein, starch, carb, veggie.
Yes.
So the importance of the meal, and that you get all the different aspects. Yeah.
Awesome. And I know you have sent the people like a copy of the menu, just like to see what they can choose from and what have you. So apart from what they have on the menus, what other kind of add-on services would you like include in the whole package?
Look, at this point, like I say, I've started very small. Also to not over promise and under deliver.
Yes.
Also to see what I'm capable of, and just to build my way up. A few requests have come in about an optional pudding with the Sunday lunches.
Okay.
So that I am busy with working out the pudding menu. With that, a lot of people have requested for, like we said, everyday meals, not just the Sunday lunch. So at this point, hopefully by the next menu that will come out by the beginning of September will be also with an everyday meal, everyday menu for meals.
All right.
So just your normal dinners. Again, you come home from work, it's late, you don't have the time or energy to stand cooking dinner. So that will be, like I say, all available and published for the beginning of this new month. Yes.
Awesome. So are you looking at expanding it into like not just a Sunday menu, but like an entire week?
Entire week, dinners, Sunday lunch, a full all-round service. Yeah.
Wow, that would be amazing. We would love to see you expand and grow. So I just want to find out, which one of these would you consider as the main thing in your value proposition? I mean, because you are proposing something this like, so convenience, taste, or price? Like, I know it's very difficult, but which one would you consider the main thing?
Look, for me, that is a very difficult question because, with the way that I have gone about it, you don't have to have one of those. A lot of people often say, you pay for convenience. You don't have to. Why not have a convenient meal that tastes good at a fair price? So I cannot choose one of those. I choose all three.
Okay. So that was kind of the next question and stuff like that. How are you planning on getting all of these various elements? You said convenience, price, and taste. Because it's, you have to be really savvy, in business somehow, one way or another, to be able to put all these elements. Your can say competitors will have a hard, time, trying to outdo you. So how are you looking at putting all of these, packages together?
Look, it is difficult. But the main thing is, to me, to keep my profit margin as small as possible, to obviously make it successfully as a business, with offering, like I said, the very fair pricing, the tasteful food, and the convenience of it.
Okay.
I feel that, there are other people that do this. And, I have seen different pricing and things like that. And I've worked out, okay, so their profit margin would be roughly this. And I've done my research with all those things. And I just feel, why, if I sell you a meal and you enjoy it, but you feel that it was really expensive, you won't necessarily come back again. So keep your profit margin as small as possible, but to make it successfully, and have customers that want to support you, that want to come back. And at the end of the day, it's constant business, actually. So be fair, but at the same time, it's a win-win for me as a business, as well as the customer or client buying the meals.
To me, it sounds like you already a well-established business, person. I was about to ask, have you run another business before this?
I haven't. Like I explained, I was with the motor industry for many years.
Yes.
And, a big thing of what I did as a service advisor was very customer focused. So I think through that, I've just learned, the different types of people, and just understanding people, if you could say, and being a normal person. I have a child, a family of my own, just like everyone else out there, that I know the daily struggles that we all go through, especially now at this time, and just keeping it on a personal level, but that I'm a person as well, and yes, a person running a business, but with everyone's vested interest,
Wow. And I just want to ask this now for future purposes. Would you consider opening up an outlet, like an eat out, something, a restaurant, hotel? Or?
Look, that definitely is the long-term goal.
Okay.
How long, I'm not too sure, but that is something that is in mind. Right now, the focus is on the task at hand, and just like I said, building my reputation, letting the whole of Port Elizabeth understand and know what I'm offering, and taking it from there. It's very much as I put in is what I get out. So hopefully, yes, one day it will be an established restaurant.
Okay, all right. And I wanna ask a double edged question. One is, why now? Like, why did you decide to launch it, like in August and stuff like that? Is it like something that you've been carrying for a long time and you're looking for the right time to launch it? And how has that transitioned from the motor industry? I know in motor industry, I believe food was not part of the conversation, with your clients and stuff. How has that transition been? So the first and then the second question.
Look, basically, sorry, can you just repeat that beginning part again?
The beginning part was like,
first,
yes, in terms of, sorry, I'm even forgetting the first question. The first question was, my word, sorry, totally skip my mind. Okay, I'm just going to ask the second question, which has been the motor industry, the shift into the motor industry. How has it been? Yes, I remember the first question was, did you plan to launch in August? Did you meditate upon it? Like, I think August looks like a good time, was it like just the situation, COVID and everything?
Look, you know what? Like I mentioned, for many years, it's an idea that I've always had, and something that I knew I wanted to go into.
Yeah.
It was just an idea, though. You know, and we all have things that, you know, yeah, one day I'm going to, and so forth. And I think I did that for long enough. And then this year I decided, you know, we are still going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
But why wait?
Yeah.
And procrastinate any more than what's needed? And like I say, for a few months of the beginning months of the year, you know, I've slowly but surely lined everything up until I got to the point where, you know, like I said, it is my passion, and I got to the point where I was comfortable to say I can now officially open and do what I know and what I've learned how to do and what to do, you know. I think we all do that. Like I say, yeah, one day, you know. And yeah, I just came to the point where I think because of COVID and the difficult time, I just said, that's enough of one day. Let's make it happen. Let's do it now.
Yes.
So
You always have
doing
to come
it.
to a certain
That's it.
time that you do it. So with the COVID pandemic, you know, heightening, you know, people's sense of hygiene. I mean, I don't believe many people didn't know what sanitizers were before, you know, COVID. We never used it on a day-to-day basis, at least. How are you going to package and deliver these orders?
Look, you know, especially working with food, I think that is something that should have always been treated, you know, in an hygienic environment, with health and safety protocols being followed. Yes, people are a lot more aware now with the COVID pandemic, but it's something that before that and now with that, I follow very strict, like I said, protocols that packaging, cooking, preparing, everything is done as it needs to be, with the you know, the hygienic and health and safety side of it. Yes.
For sure. And then when it comes to ordering, how is the process? How do they get to you? Do you like a website, a WhatsApp call, Facebook? How do people place orders?
At this point, I have a Facebook page up.
Okay.
I don't have the website as yet. We are busy working on that as well.
Yeah.
But yes, people can send message via the Facebook page on Facebook Messenger. There is also my WhatsApp and telephone number on the menu, on the Facebook page. So anyway, really, you know, an SMS, a WhatsApp message, any form to get it to me. Yeah.
Okay, and then about delivering, you know, the food, will you be delivering in PE? And should people expect some sort of delivery charge?
Look, that does vary. You know, if it's for one or two meals, it will be a little bit not viable for me to deliver, you know, on the other side of Port Elizabeth.
All right.
However, let's say it's a family getting together in an order of maybe 8 to 10 meals, I can definitely deliver. That's fine, and there won't be any charge on that. You know, even for 2 meals, and the person, let's say the person does not have transport and requires delivery, it will be discussed, and depending where they stay, there might be a very small charge, but not, again, it will be very fair, and I do prefer collection. Also, you know, I like to meet the people.
Yes.
Yeah, so collection I prefer. I meet you, there's your meals, and there you go, you know.
And so they should also expect it hot. Hot food.
That's it, yes.
Awesome.
Look, depending a lot of the time, depending on, you know, the customer will say, okay, can I come at 2 o'clock, or, you know, specific times. There is a possibility that, you know, the food is fresh, dished, packaged, but that it has now cooled down. But basically with the idea of, even if, let's say that is the case, and the food is cold or cool down a bit. Will be in a dish that you can go home, pop it into the oven or the microwave, heat up, and it's ready to go with the gravy.
Awesome. And for sure, this is a market. There are already big players in the market. We're talking about, Mr. D delivery and Uber Eats, and this like it's really saturated when it comes to delivering of the food and stuff like that. So, what is that one or two things that is going to set you apart from the competition?
Look, it is a difficult question because, of course, in the food industry, there is a lot of places. McDonald's that have their special items, or KFC, what they're well known for, and so on. And I think for me, that is why I've started with the specific Sunday lunches and not the everyday meals, is that for me, that is, I think, what will make me stand out is the meaning of a good wholesome Sunday lunch, with, like we said, all the add-on services that's offered with that as well.
Awesome. Man, I'm enjoying this interview, but unfortunately the time is running out. But I just want to say, for our listeners and our viewers who are maybe wanting to venture into this same sort of business, what would you tell them to look at? Something that you realize, something you noticed along the way, to watch out, and some great advice.
Look, it's difficult for me to give advice specifically, let's say, on a food business, but in general, I could say to anyone looking at opening a business is that you have to start small. You have to start somewhere, and it does take time, to get your name known and to build your reputation. So just to be patient, do your homework, do your research, know everything there is to know about the specific service or thing you are wanting to do, and just go in rather knowing too much about it
than knowing too
little, and you don't know what you actually getting yourself involved in. Know everything there is to know, and when you do go into it, you give it your best and more. That's all I can say.
Awesome. Give it your best and more. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it first from Lauren Ann. She is an amazing person. You can see her, and we believe that she's gonna do amazing. Please buy all the Sunday lunches. If you know a friend and you wanna get something really good, please contact. How do they get in touch with you if they wanna contact you and buy in this food?
Like I say, any form: phone call, WhatsApp message, SMS, Facebook Messenger. I'm very active and get all the messages that come through in any form. It's fine.
All right. And what number should they contact?
It's 082 92 000623.
All right. Again, sorry, just one more time.
So that's 082 92 000623.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Lauren Ann of Lolly's Kitchen. Please support our very own local PE entrepreneurs. For those who have not maybe ventured into the enterprise world, it can be quite challenging, especially in the COVID situation. Many businesses have folded, but please support local. We all about local businesses. This is John, your host for the Midday Talk session, and we believe that you've been encouraged, you've been challenged. Probably you've been sitting on this idea that you want to launch out your own business in the near future, one day. So make it soon, make that one day be a reality. We're going to listen to Nathaniel Bassi. God is good. God bless you.